Alright, I know no one asked for this, but this is my life story framed by the timeline of Apex Legends.
Let's go!
Apex Legends released on February 4th, 2019. I have a vivid memory of not downloading the game because I knew I would get hooked on it. At the time, I was completely obsessed with Magic the Gathering. The MTG Arena open beta was super promising and made playing Magic Online super fun for the first time. I specifically remember this clip and making the conscious decision to not download Apex because I was afraid it would take over my life, and I was also feeling very hopeful about Magic.
Now it's time for the end step, where we talk about something cool outside the world of Magic.
That's right.
Oh, you got it down there somewhere?
No, I need to reference the rest of these things we talked about, because
okay.
today we're going to talk about Apex Legends. It's the game that everyone's playing, and how all of these points actually apply to the game.
I also wrote and recorded a full-length album entitled Peace, which came out on March 21st, 2019. During Season 2, I was still super into Magic and made these sweet animations, which took many hours apiece. Magic Arena officially released on September 26, 2019. I also wrote and self-published a book of poetry with my friend. During Season 3 of Apex, I was doing pack opening videos with original music. I started streaming Magic on Twitch for the first time. It was honestly really choppy with my budget PC. During Season 4 of Apex, the entire world got completely overwhelmed by the COVID-19 global pandemic. I was coping the only way I knew how, by writing songs and poetry. During Season 5 of Apex, the world was shook to its core by the shocking injustice and tragedy of George Floyd. During Season 6 of Apex, I took a break from Magic to focus on songwriting and music. During this time, I also quit drinking and smoking cigarettes, which I struggled with for over 15 years at that point. Up until then, especially in my 20s, alcohol had ruined my entire life, my mental and physical health, and tested the limits of every friendship and relationship I had had. Thankfully, the decade plus of addiction now feels long behind me, and I'm forever grateful for everyone who loved and supported me while I was so lost. I started playing Apex Legends sometime during Season 7. I made a friend at work, played Apex, and I felt like I had a lot of extra money since I wasn't spending it on alcohol and nicotine, so I upgraded my computer and started playing with my newfound friend. I don't have the stats from that season because my account got banned for no reason and they gave it back a year later. I had begun writing another full-length album while still writing, recording, mixing, and mastering, learning how to sleep in the 21st century, which I released on January 1st, 2021, in homage of the most tragic year I've ever experienced, including the loss of my dear kindred friend, AWL. This song was written for Al, but I never got the chance to show it to him. During Season 8 of Apex, I was playing more than ever. As you can imagine, going from Magic the Gathering to Apex Legends is an entirely different mechanical skill set, although, as the podcast clip from the beginning of this video is about to mention, the game sense and strategy is transferable. I had already fallen in love with the characters and story, and all I wanted to do was to improve. I'm always so grateful for my first playgroup in Apex. Season 9 brought arenas to Apex, and I was pretty much all in on that, as you can see from the stats. I was also rock climbing a lot and working on actions and buys, which I had been writing for over a year at that point. I really haven't shown many people what I've been working on for all these years, but what I was writing at the time sounds something like this. I also started seeing my therapist during this time, which has been by far one of the best things I've done for my overall well-being. I remember laying on a bench, staring at the ceiling at the climbing gym, and sending an email to her. I wouldn't have guessed we would get to meet and talk as many times as we have. played a lot less during Season 10. I was all in on writing and producing Actions and Buys, and I met my friend Tao, who's been one of the most impactful people in my life ever since. I guess I also got the desk that I'm working on right now, so that's gotten a lot of mileage. And the GPU shortage was over, so I upgraded my GPU at that point as well. Played a bit more in Season 11 since I had the new GPU, but I was still really focused on Actions and Buys. And I was also working like 6 days a week with 4 doubles for a couple months while transitioning jobs, but it was definitely worth it. I also had to quit rock climbing around this time. I was basically perpetually injured the whole time, but I hurt my finger pretty bad at some point. But ultimately, the deciding factor is that I need my fingernails to play guitar. That's just not possible with climbing. I also took an official hiatus from Magic during this time. Frankly, it's just really expensive. I basically took seasons 12 through 16 off from Apex. I was working a lot and still very dedicated to writing and producing Actions and Buys, which was taking up most of my time. I got really into mechanical keyboards at some point, and I was able to upgrade my PC again, which also allowed me to gift an entire computer to someone, which is a feeling I hope to replicate someday in the near future. I was making a lot of different content, and I also put together 3 online stores and websites, all of which has gone by the wayside at this point, but overall it was a lot of self-learning. Started playing Apex again at the end of Season 17. I was really just trying to expand a video editing portfolio, so I loaded into Apex to grab some footage. I also made TikTok accounts for the first time. TikTok is such a double-edged sword. The platform connects me with so many more people, and I honestly think it's a great way to make friends, but it's also extremely addicting and comes with all the pitfalls of social media. The busiest and most transformative 3 years of my life felt like they were winding down. I was honestly just fully burnt out. But this was the first time I really tried my best to improve at Apex. My Apex TikTok account grew faster than any other account I had had previously, and I truly appreciate all my friends on Apex TikTok. I unlocked TikTok Live and streamed Apex for the first time on Tuesday, October 3rd, 2023, and I've streamed nearly every day since. I thought Season 18 was a big jump in skill for me, but just over halfway through Season 19, I've surpassed my overall stats for the entire previous season. The biggest difference? A playgroup. I'm so thankful for everyone from stream. We started a new club, and my life wouldn't be the same without you all. Especially Angel, I'm so happy to be your friend. Apex truly is one of the most important parts of my life. It's gotten me through battles with some of my biggest demons. It's connected me with some of the most important people in my life and made me hopeful about many things to come in the future. Thank you for watching. See you in Season 20.